Afternoon traders. Hopefully, everyone is having a great day. All three major indices down today. Now, before we get into the show, I really do want to thank all my subscribers. I really do appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. All right, with that said, let's go right into the one stock that we've been highlighting all week, and that is SRNE, Sorrento Therapeutics. All right, so if you remember from yesterday's show, I did say if you can get all the way to this value area high, which was down right here close to that 50 simple moving average, you would see a little bit of resistance. But look at this, we gapped way above that. So now that 50-day moving average now becomes support. So if you are long, watch this key level right here. That 50 simple moving average right here needs to hold. If it doesn't hold, watch for a retest all the way down here. First of all, for a gap fill, and then secondly, all the way back down here to that 10 simple moving average. So if you're long, watch those two key levels. But if we can't, and conversely, if we could get above this value area high or today's high, watch for a whole new ton of buyers coming in and sending this higher. So you got some key levels right there. First key level on the upside would be that 1077 or that day's high. On the downside, we have the 50 moving average, the gap fill, and then that 10 SMA down here. All right, guys, congratulations if you are long SRNE. Now, with that in the books, let's go to to all our positions. The first stock that we do own is AQST, and we had an incredible day, almost 14% on AQST, and it looks extremely bullish again, right? We retested that value area low. I'm sorry, the value area high. It held, like a champ, moved above this 10 SMA, and now it looks like since we've closed right near the highs of the day, watch this stock to go a lot higher from here. Long AQST since $6.45. I am targeting that recent high of $9.45, and obviously the $10 mark to be taken out in the near term. All right, AQST. The next stock that we own is VUZI. This one also had a great day today, up, at one point over 10%. Did pull back, still up 9%. We're so close to this 52-week high of 510. We're hitting this upper Bollinger Band. We're above this value area high. Not many shares traded up in this area, so I do believe with one more push, we're going to be taking this 52-week high. And then after that, who knows where it goes. Okay, long VUZI since $4.05 and feeling extremely good about my trade. Next stock that we do own is STNG. It still outperformed the market. We were only down 3%. The whole overall markets were down a lot more. Love this pullback right here. If you remember from yesterday's show, I said watch that 50 and 10 crossover right there. There's going to be a lot of support at $12.72 mark. That hasn't changed. I love the way we gapped lower, but we finished pretty strong considering the overall markets. We're above this point of control on that daily chart, that 1-year daily chart. So I'm targeting this Bollinger Band, upper Bollinger Band, and then I think we're going a lot higher from here. Okay, STNG, long since $13. Next stock that performed really well for us was XERS today. We were up over $6 at one point, over 6%. It did pull back. Really love this setup right here. Very similar to that great trade we had in WVE. Wish I still owned that stock. Sold it way too soon. Not going to do that same mistake. We have very little shares up in this area, so watch this stock. There's not going to be many sellers trapped in here, which means there's very little resistance, and this stock is going to go a lot higher. XERS. Next stock we do own, also performed well, was OVID. OVID was up only 7 cents, but again, considering the overall market today, I will take it. Now take a look at this chart. We're right by that 50-day moving average, right by the value area high on the daily. If we can take that out tomorrow, just stay long, stay strong on this stock. We will move into this new value area up here, and we may find a little bit of resistance, but you know what? I think we're going to move a lot higher once we get up into this value area high in this whole range right here. All right, that's OVID, still long on that since $5.86. The next stock that we do own is AQUA. AQUA, another one that performed really well today. Held that 50 moving average, held that 10. We actually made a higher high from yesterday, which is a really good sign. We're not too far from the day's high. So tomorrow, if we see that $20.77, price taken out, that's the day's high today, taken out tomorrow. Watch the stock to go a lot higher. We're going to obviously target this value area high first at 2167. And once we can take that out, we're going to be making new 52-week high. So stay strong. Again, if that first 30-minute candle gets taken out on the downside, go ahead and take your profits on that stock. Been in that stock since $20.13. All right, so the two stocks that did not perform as well as I would have liked, first one was MX. MX, we're going to bring this up on that intraday chart real quick. Okay, here we go. It did gap down with the rest of the market right here, as you can see. But that first 30-minute, it almost shook some people out a little bit. I'm still long. It's still closed above this point of control on that 20-day chart right there. If tomorrow I'm going to watch that first 30-minute candle, if it takes it out on the downside, I will be a seller of MX and then look for another entry point to get into this stock. Okay, that is MX, long since $13.27. The next stock that I do own is SPCE. SPCE, let's bring that up. This one too, didn't do that well today, obviously. It did hold this value area low. It did, close above that 20-day intraday SMA right there, so that was pretty good. We're still below that point of control up there at 1742. Here's another one that if it does, take out that first 30-minute candle on the downside and it goes below this value area low right down here, I will be a seller of SPCE. All right, so I'm going to go now into the two stocks that look really, really good going into tomorrow as potential buys. And the first one is going to be SPPI. Had a decent day today. It was up 40 cents, up 9.5%, as you can see on this intraday chart. It did take out the value area high, which is really, really good sign. But more importantly, look at this daily chart, the 1-year daily, right? So we did also take the value area high in the daily right here. So just like WVE and XERS, there's not many shares up above us, right? So there's going to be very little resistance. So you know what, guys? If we could start taking out that 471 area right here, that recent high up there, watch this stock to fly. I am going to be a buyer tomorrow at the open because I really do think there's going to be very little resistance or very little sellers in this name at this point. So we're going to see the stock go a lot higher. Hopefully I could buy it on a pullback, but I'm not too afraid to buy it right at the open tomorrow, okay? That is SPPI. Next stock that looks really good going into tomorrow is MOS. MOS, okay? Let's bring that up for you. Where is that? Here we go. Now, MOS had a really, really nice day today, right? It was up 6.5%, and we're right here at this point of control on the daily chart, and not too far from the value area high of 2220 right up there. Look, guys, once we get that up to that value area high, look how many shares were traded in that area. Not many. Once we get up here, there's not going to be any more sellers. We take that 52-week high out, and this is going a lot higher. That is MOS, extremely bullish, especially after that first 30-minute candle tomorrow. All right, everyone, thank you so much for joining me this evening. My name is Eric, and you can reach me with any questions you may have at Eric, that's with a C, at valueareatrader.com. That's Eric at valueareatrader.com. Now, if you like the show, please go ahead and subscribe to it. I really do appreciate that. All right, guys, please, everyone, have a great evening, and remember to trade smart and be safe.